शृणु सखि कौतुकमेकम् नन्दनिकेताङ्गने मया दृष्टम् गोधूलिधूसराङ्गो नृत्यति वेदान्त सिद्धान्तः अपहरति मनो मे कोऽप्ययं कृष्णचौरः प्रणतदुरितचौरः पूतना प्राणचौरः वलयवसनचौरो बालगोपाङ्गनानां नयनहृदयचौरः पश्यतां सज्जनानाम् नमः कमलनाभाय नमः कमलमालिने नमः कमलपादाय नमस्ते कमलेशम्. The Divine Souls. Tonight I am describing a song about devotion to Radha and Krishna. Shyama Shyam Sharan Gahure Man. A saint says to the souls of the world, Re Man, O souls of the world, remember Radha Krishna. This can be said just like a saint is giving some advice to all the souls of the world, or a truly surrendered devotee, he is telling to his mind that, O mind, O my mind, do like this. This line has both meanings. Means, O mind, O my mind, or O souls of the world, in terms of a saint. So what to do? What mind should do? He is saying to his mind, Shyama Shyama Sharana. Sharana means dedication. Gahu means be dedicated to Radha Krishna. Why he says only to the mind, not to a particular being? Or why it says only to Radha and Krishna, not to other forms of Godhead? There are many other forms of Godhead. So the reason is that mind is the governor of your body. In Sanskrit language, there are 4 words for the mind: Man, Buddhi, Chit, Ahankar. But in English dictionary, only one word mind is there. When mind is discriminating, it is called buddhi, discriminative mind. When mind is emotional, are just going after whatever mind wants, this kind of situation is called man. When mind is egoistic, it is ahankar, and the mind itself retains all the reflexes of all the actions. That is chitta. So there are four very special functions of the mind. So in our Sanskrit language, there are four particular words related to the same mind. And all of these four are called mind. Antahkarana. So there are two main aspects of mind. Sometimes some people talk to themselves. I think I must go there. No. It's not a good idea. Why not? My mind wants, I think if I go there, I'll be happy. I can see that person. No, it's not a good idea. Because that person doesn't like you. It doesn't matter, but I think I could see. No. I mean, like this talk we do to ourselves. Some people talk loudly. If you sleep close to them, they keep talking in their dream. Or if they are working in the kitchen and your door is closed of the kitchen and you happen to be outside the kitchen, you can listen. Sometimes people talk in bathroom. I mean, there are some places, special places where people talk to themselves. What is this all talk about? Because there are two phases of your mind. One phase of your mind says, no, do this. Other says, no, don't do this. Because of this reason. It gives a logic. Other gives no logic, just the feelings. So you can say one mind is logical, the other mind is emotional. So the mind which is emotional is called man, the mind which is logical, discriminative, understanding, that is buddhi. So between the two, the discriminative mind is powerful than the emotional mind. It's in these two aspects even. So buddhi is a discriminative mind and emotional mind is man. So man is under buddhi. What buddhi says, man does. So the link is buddhi, man and your physical body. Suppose, take the same thing, man says, the emotional man, no, you should go there. And discriminative mind says, no, will be insulted. It's not wise to go there. There is a struggle. But anyway, when your mind decides whether go or not to go, the decision, only after that, your physical body moves towards that. Decision may be wrong, may be right, it's another thing. Sometimes mind gives a wrong decision, sometimes gives a right decision. It doesn't matter. The question is the decisive mind, that is powerful. It may give you the decision, not to go. You may like to go, but your mind says, no, not to go because of this reason. Okay? Then you change your mind, come back to your own living room, do some other thing, just change your mind. So the discriminative mind is powerful than the other mind, buddhi. So it says, man, means discriminative mind, buddhi. Here man means buddhi, the mind, which understands and decides rationally. So that devotee says, my mind, you must understand. You understood a lot of things in the past. and you knew that you were right, but afterwards you knew that you are wrong. Your mindset, whenever it decides, says, oh, it is right. You never feel, you never think that your decision is wrong at the moment of deciding. You may feel after some time, even after 10 minutes or 2 minutes, oh no, I was very wrong. But when you decided, that is perfectly correct, absolutely correct. So whenever you decide, your mind says perfectly 100% right. After some time, no, I was wrong, but I am wrong, you never think. So this devotee says, oh mind, you know, every time you decided and you thought you were right, but you were wrong. Now you understand? Means now you understand that you were wrong in your past decisions. In uncountable lives, uncountable times, for uncountable matters, you decided uncountable times, do this or not to do this, say that thing or not to say that thing. I mean, behave that way or behave this way. Suppose some person comes, you decide, I don't like that man, he's just an unwanted guest. Should I greet him or should I just reject him? He is knocking the door, you are walking from your room to the door and you are deciding what to do, how to behave. Before you open the door, you have to decide something, either smile or a stern face. You may like, you may not like. So every moment you have to decide, even your daily livings you have to decide things, what to do immediately. So this devotee says, in your past lives and even this life you decided a lot of things, but you were wrong. And now you understand that only one thing is real, the love of Radha Krishna. So in this way, now decide that thing and be fully dedicated to Radha Krishna. You were dedicated to many people in the world, to many situations, in all the lives. But the consequence, the result, the outcome of all of your such activities was just a material gain or a material loss. You may say that, oh, you gain materially, yes. But if you see the consequence of the material gain, it is again a loss. If you see the consequence of material loss, it is again a loss. In the long term, material gain is also a loss, material loss is also a loss in the terms of the divine. Because you are wasting your time. That time you would have spent in the love, in the devotion of Radha Krishna. So he says, now understand perfectly, clearly, and with the bottom of your heart you must know that only Radha Krishna is yours. Krishna is yours, Radha is yours, His love is your asset, His name is your asset, nothing else. So now, Sharana Gahu Re Mana. Be fully dedicated. Gahu means fully dedicated.